All right, we have the final game here. Same opponent. We have Ebike playing against Johnny. Sorry, we had to catch up very late. I think Johnny changed his first team. So we're going to see what I think Mr. Ebike changed his first team. We're going to see what Johnny has to play from this track. Coxestw. It doesn't have quite lots of options, but it's okay to start with WOX. That should be one of his best moves on this board. Don't need to think too much about what your opponent is going to play. Just play. All right, Purple agreed with me for Works, 26 points. Remember, guys, this is a decider game. Whoever wins is going to be gold medalist, National Sport Festival, Scrabble, Opens category. Oh, nice. Decided to start with COW, cow. 16 points, keeping his X. I just pray that's not going to affect this game because it's clearly that your move is WX. So you have WAX, CEST. So he started with cow instead of WX. All right, it's nice to have you back, Mr. Hassan Wasiu.
Yeah, I guys, I'm around.
So, what do you think Johnny should be worried about in this? Because his opponent just replied with BENN.
Hey, I'm doing super tax.
Yeah, that's actually a lovely fight, that is super play.
Is this the last round?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, the winner,
okay.
okay.
So the winner here would take home the gold medalist at the National Sports Festival. I mean, there's not like obstacle, and I don't want to see any upward that is in one word to the. I mean,
Yeah. All right, seems like we are going to see Apex from Johnny. That's a lot of scores. That's a lot of points. 8, 9, 12, 49. If I'm not mistaken.
as soon
Okay.
as soon as we have done the lower categories, we quickly go back to streaming the masters category. There have been a lot of firecrackers there, and you can follow them. You can easily follow them via the tournament link. It's on various Scrabble forums. We still have our African champion, and with the current African number 4, they would be doing the anchoring for this grand finale of the lower division last game to decide who takes on the gold medal.
All right. Mr. Ibike just played PEDI. Happens to be his best move. His board. Leaving DEC on his round. It's Johnny's turn to play now. Well, champ, what would you think of doing at this particular point of the game, having the rack of SIFT SUE? Do you agree to this SIFT and Scout?
Well, looks good. There's not much else. Only if you have to keep your essence to come back to star. And I don't see where else to put score with your F at this point if you want to leave that spot. Right. So it looks like a good move actually. Just like a slightly better option might be FUST. Even though it looks like that sets up the even though it looks like that sets up the Y.
Yeah.
but then you are using your U and then you are not giving so much back. Now it's something you can score. You get it there.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Wally. Remember, guys, this game is going to decide what you speak.
Yeah,
Now, the gold medalist.
yeah. So it's a very tense game for the players.
You have to play the game like top level. Just play the game the best you can. Comes fine. If it doesn't, you try again. That's what I keep on saying. But don't just make sure you minimize your health. I think that's what players are trying to do.
Views, nice. I mean, what else apart from views?
Well, I don't know if DUE would have been better. DEW, DUE.
Okay.
So you just keep the board a little bit shape because you have the S with you, so you really don't have anything to worry about.
But he played well, considering the fact that the opponent played one S out. It means your opponent is keeping another S, most likely, or a blank. And then they could score more with using both squares times four. Rather, this one you are setting up. Now, if you play other juice, you're also giving back the triple. To play with the E, there's most likely going to be a straight seven or else you start with the E, or the E in the second spot. Anyways, what I'm just saying is that this move is fixed good. It's not so bad. Not so bad. Oh, yes, kimonos and mono skin. I hope he knows that this is the part I was waiting
Forget
for.
about what power, right?
Yeah, this looks like an obscure word that someone named Kakuno can know, actually. Because there's kimonos takes the back of kimonos, and some of these words you just find that anybody can know them. You don't have to be
Actually, I agree with you. You might be able to spot kimonos, but the anagram,
oh no, he missed it.
yeah, looking like he's going to go for his one of his highest scoring moves in this board, the Mokos.
Still considering it. What does Johnny have on his run?
Are you looking at that ED? I think you should be having the nine letter with this name, kimonos and I don't know.
Kimono takes it.
One of takes ED, but obviously not. One of skills, it's according to me like yeah, it is.
Yeah,
That's actually a lovely.
No, that's the matter that today. Let's say we have today to go and let's go back and should be expected to see that. But like Mr. Adan said at the beginning of this stream, we don't expect to see very obscure words. But what thing I can assure you of it's their strategy. I feel their strategy is very sound, right? What just separates the masters is a little bit. The masters are a little bit more strategic. I mean, deep. There's a lot of deep thinking involved, and obviously a lot of more words that are fancy or strange. So Mokos, even though you don't see kimonos, I don't quite agree with Mokos at this point because you are giving back a lot. It just happens that in this case, Johnny does not have punishing for making such a move. But I don't think because Deuce takes the
Yeah. So at this point now, what would you prefer to do if you are Johnny? You have the same ties. The opponent just played aggressive.
I mean, US is not so bad with MU.
Okay.
I'm not even checking. Not sure there's a bingo on the round. I'm not sure there's a bingo on the round. So, there's no The way he plays Stitcher.
Just a situation.
Yeah.
We only have an available bingo on the board. So errors is not a bad one.
Yeah, it's actually looks good. You you score stuff. I also think you might want to balance and keep stare. But then even if you are keeping stare, there's no seventh lane on this board. And there's no lane for bingos on this board. Only if you are playing a bingo to end to through the UT, or you are playing a bingo to end with NC, Capex, which is very weird, or ED that we talked about just now.
I won't be surprised to find out that Mr. Ebike actually went back to review the game and he noticed that Johnny is the kind of a close player because he's been giving him the kind of style on this game. Starting from when he played Benny, played Moko. Although it's a bit aggressive, but it's also quite defensive.
Wow, that's a bingo for. But then we are seeing so many beautiful athletes. You can't just play because of the kind of body we are in, which we understand. I feel like players like this they play more KG board in finals than in any other game of the tournament. But now they are being extra careful. Yes, you can literally just see the lead and find you across the table. You just need to win the game to get it.
You don't want to be playing for it for that. So,
States, most states have promised heavy, awards for winning medals, and I mean, it has to be worthwhile. Just win this final game and they are there. So let's see how
it's yet to commit.
But that looks like a very good move. That looks like a very good move.
34 points. I guess he's going to commit the move because that's a lot of points on this board.
I wonder who's going to open this board.
All right. What will you think, Mr. What would you think of doing at this particular scenario if you happen to be Mr. Johnny? Because you obviously have a bingo in your hand. There's no available 9, there's no available 7 or 8. What do you think you have to be worried about?
There are a lot of things to worry about. First is I can't even see any score that uses my Q well. Like, I'm not seeing anything like right now. Just in R80, you are. Yeah. This is just me taking a random look at the board. Let's see what the ending says. Yeah, I saw it wins. So I would not play that.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't mention that.
I think Cardi is a big thing.
Oh yeah, Cardi looks good. Cardi looks good.
Keep the ball down, same the weight as it's being down to
yes. I saw moves around. That's why I said R80. R8 is slightly better than R80. Yeah, that same spot. Very good. I keep your S and U and Q. I mean, those stars are synergistic.
Okay. So player he has committed his move, and we are expecting Mr. Ebike Delta to commit his move. Oh, that's a lot of points. AH. Coming EDH, PEA for 33 points.
Now the board is getting more blood because that ED was the lifeline to open this board.
Yeah.
I'm sure Johnny must have been looking at that with his SQ before a 9-letter word, then ED. Now that place has been taken care of. Now the XI is almost useless too. Only if you play.
Johnny draws the blind, but the board is gauged.
So yeah, so this is your chance to open the board. I mean, you have the blank, you have the good pairs. You don't have to make a very gross opening on. I mean, playing RO to the UC, RO UC, the sneaky opening is not so risky, right? I mean, even if you play a bingo any with the R that I give you, you don't get to the double letter, and then you are keeping a very good lead. Playing to you are keeping the board the way it is.
Oh, he drew the 2 blanks. He drew the second blank. Oh, so guy must be very, very lucky. I wouldn't doubt if his middle name is lucky because the way it's going.
I mean, playing TORR There's Risky, he just must have worked out for him here because he has the two guns and Ibike doesn't have a very good response. But I mean, consider if Ibike has played a bingo to one of these hours right now. That's game over. I mean, it's game over. So that's why I like something like Aaron Wilson. And it's great with diversion. Even if you play bingo alone with the hour, then you have who play the board widely, and then playing the bingo to the hour doesn't even get you to the double with that. But I think it worked out for him, so fair enough. Vetri coming down.
That very.
It's not-
Oh yeah.
that's
If he has committed that move, he's given a chance for SQ.
Oh, wow, he's committed.
Wow. Oh, and that must be tension and fatigue. You know, see, that you would have given him.
I think it's more of tension and fatigue because I mean we just went on a lunch break and players have eaten and gotten some rest. So I think it's just the tension of this being the final.
Huh.
That never know until they are sitting in that spot. I mean, that the final game.
Oh, he's like our Mr. Johnny isn't interested in playing his SQ.
I'm coming out to the kick.
Yeah. Yes. Just want to keep them as long as we can. All right. SQ nothing. He has committed the move of 40 points. SQ VIRS. He's still holding on to his two blanks. We can just put GUQIN booking 48 points. It's really, really posting home. And the board is shaped already. Let's see what Johnny has to reply him.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to come out. I mean, you just have to come out. You have the two blank focus by your answer. And I mean,
Just made a move. He dropped his IF. It's called.
so what are you getting at?
I really don't know.
What's your plan to play bingo? You are training.
There's
Not by
something we are
lot.
not saying. Maybe he's taking to the XI. It's possible, you know. We can never play.
You should have a plan because the more you stay inside in a board like this, you're also giving your opponents the chance to arrange his own rank. You know, so to say, now local balance, arrange his own rank, to set his rank in order. And we are giving him a lot of time to actually take it out of the board. I liked how he said at that point he played club because then you are creating a diversion where there are still spaces to score here. So the board would be a much open board. So someone overdrew. Oh, one of his blanks might get to go now. Oh, this must be the next. I mean, oh wow, he still has the two blanks. Interesting. So definitely maybe we can even get to see one of the blanks when you open the tiles. So, but then you have to have a plan for going, not just having the blanks. I mean, the blanks is one good thing, but then you have to utilize them. Play bingos. And you can't do that on a board like this. So, what's your plan? What's your plan, Johnny?
His drag kind of reminds me of Batavia. You know,
Yes, yes.
I would love to see that game on. Sorry, guys.
I don't know. I would see how people get it. Yes,
Finally
finally.
coming out. You know,
Jane,
coming
yes,
out
okay,
after
yes. You have the end for the Jane, you have the blanks for high in case you don't put an eye. So you're almost there now. The second thing is hope if the kid doesn't block into the move like Baggy.
Bradley does a lot of work to that ball. Yeah,
That's what he did.
you know, right there when you're playing a player from Delta, you really need to understand that this guy is highly defensive. He knows more about the
He
ball.
has a need to want to strength.
Yeah.
He needs a need to play this kind of goals.
Well, I think what would do them better on this board is save it. Still in the back. At this point,
But then, what do you have to do with this? I just hope the person who picks this doesn't take this one. I mean,
all right. Let's see how it's
that's what happens. Okay, how many A's do you have at large? Can you play something like any? Are the two M's out? Just 2 points for any. I don't think it's nice due to the game at this point. I think it's too early to try him moves like that, but then staying inside.
That's a lot of
Okay,
sport.
that's good. That's good.
WORNEEAN.
Also, well,
Like 19
nice points. Yeah, 19 is a lot of points on this board.
Anywhere you play, I'm going to play there. That's definitely the kind of Scrabble that we're going to see today.
And it's laid on that day. So now let's see if he drops something on the AD and takes an S. Gee. Okay, I give up. I don't think there's any bingo in this game. I don't think we get to see a bingo in this game.
Have you noticed that the players have been playing at a very fast pace? They've not really
They want this
wasted
final
much
to be.
time.
That's one thing that shows me of their intention in the game. They want this game to be over with very fast. And I think in games like this, when you overthink most times, you make errors. Some moves are just straightforward. When you try to overthink, then you just come up with a movement. Don't really know the person you're supposed to do.
Oh, what a lovely
Love.
move. Love.
I was
That's
about to say,
lovely.
I was about to say love.
Johnny.
I was about to say love, but then love is good.
Let's see. Oh, and he has lots of scores to pick from there the next turn. Oh,
So that's
wow.
that's a great point.
That's one thing African chap has been saying about him, that the guy, it's as if the guy knows the board and he knows where to play at the right time.
Yeah, he knows the ball.
What a play from him. I'm really interested in that NDB.
And he set up that Jasmine on the right, to let us know he was ready to go down. If Ibike has not gone there, and we all know Ibike will go there. Only if you have your hands tied at the back, it's all consonants. Oh, now, yeah, let's see if we get an A or bingo. I might be wrong saying there's no bingo on this board.
Something like, what is
There are so many English words. You don't even need to think of the complicated ones. There are so many simple English words that end with A or nine.
All right, let's look at this hierarchy. There's only possibility of having a 9 to the AN.
And Ibike keeps playing inside the board, just hoping he will pick the blanks from the back. I mean, he would never know that the blanks are on his opponent's back.
Blanks are with Johnny.
You just need Johnny to magically overdraw.
Ah, this pick is terrible. Obviously, he is still in the bag, and
I mean, what could he see on this board? Maybe see here.
yeah,
That's all. I mean, that's all. 3,000 much on this board.
That's enough at this game. This is 2,993.
Actually, 33 points is.
Oh, the guy he kept on being aggressive. Oh my God, look at this play. You can't block this.
Yes, this is very brilliant.
You can't block.
Johnny has proven himself to be a very aware player.
I don't know where this guy is. Kudos.
That's from Nigeria. So that's very good. It's just showing that he's a player that is mindful of what's happening.
I'm 11 times on C. Let's just hope.
No, he has a bingo, but the thing is, he's still able to play the bingo because obviously that sport is all yours. I don't see any way that gets it because The S's are out. There's no time.
Let's see if he knows up to that strategy, because that's another point of the game, knowing when to postpone your bingo.
So if I
Because if his opponent just said now, he has a chance to, oh, sorry, Ebike, it's a lot game for you.
at the times,
A couple of times, 9 times in the bag.
9 or 2 times in the bag.
Yeah, 2 times in the bag. Yeah.
Starts in the bag. Okay, so I'm definitely postponing my bingo because looking at the times I lagged, the threats to bingos are Y and Z. And the 2 times, I'm sure you can play bingo with.
I think I should have more than 2 times in the bag. Let's see.
Yeah, 2 times in the bag. So the only threats to play
We have Z and Y.
And if
can the Z drop on this board?
See, so
that's one thing about strategy.
Yeah, just postpone that bingo.
You don't really have to hurry because
just postpone that bingo. I mean, why to drop? I believe shout is the word, but then Z. But could Ebike win if he slow plays this game?
Who knows what the plan could be? Just, I mean, if Ebike has to be a little bit tactical, you have to avoid giving the opponent the spots to drop his head. Don't play something like LITE. You have to make sure that you play L.
You show it down on stream, but
yeah,
I don't think we get that.
You really don't have any reason to play your bingo now. Your opponent is striking.
Just drop one. I mean, yeah, good. Drop one. If you pick the Z, you still bingo, ionize it.
Challenge. Yeah, it's challenging. It's giving the win to his opponents. That's if it's a valid one. Let's see what the word is. Maybe you call it B. What do you think is that? Oh, there are two. That's a plus 10. That you didn't win, obviously.
Yeah, it should be far out of reach now to even catch Johnny by slow playing.
76 points.
I mean, there's no hope for these years there.
I think Ebike must have seen it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Seems like we have the winner. Let's see what Purple has. Ah.
So it's back to listen towards everyone, honestly. The word that should have turned this game around. We saw him listen via thoughts in the announcement game. Right. You can't blame him for that. I mean, he really doesn't need to. Johnny just wants to win, but then Johnny just with the move of, Lab was very brilliant fight. If he had not gone there with Lab,
let's just
hope by Jasmine.
Let's just hope that Johnny doesn't try to ZY. That's obviously a thing. He doesn't need to drop his Y.
And he does. Shout out to him. That's very good. So now even slow play you can't catch him because it's part of it.
No matter of fact, any move he plays, as long as it's a valid move, shouty, toy, OY, DY, it's a winning move. He can't lose. So he has committed shouty. Sorry, Mr. Ebike. Seems like today is not today, but obviously you'll be going home with either silver or a bronze. Let's take a look at the standing again.
You can see why he's so doesn't wait.
You committed why you for 5.
I mean, the honest play should have started.
Yeah, if the people avoided 10. It's obviously you know it's a good.
Don't play tired there. Don't make it play tired there. You maybe just drop a seat there.
That's a lovely move from that's a lovely move from African champ, you know.
You have to start the play from the very get-go.
Yeah, I just got an information that the two are already either gold or silver. So 2 players playing in table 2 are fighting for just to go on this league. So this was an interesting game to watch. Yeah, you know. It finished, it's received.
Received. No, that's
I guess he's still contemplating of making the move.
well, in the end, let me check if it's possible
To win with this,
to win with slow playing. I mean, from the point where he played down, if he was down with
seven.
so if he was down with
8 points.
8 points and you are short of 20 points, yeah, I think he could win. Starting with 2, take out both spots for himself. Oh, okay, you have to calm down. Okay, you have to calm down to me. You have to take that.
At least 3 times.
Okay, I see why he played time now. I see why he played time. He didn't have those, but I think that's a very obvious style.